Students in the School of Music are rehearsing to showcase their musical talents in upcoming spring recitals. The recitals are compilations of music learned and practiced during the school year. For seniors, the performance highlight talents they have perfected over their entire college career. The recitals are held in the music building and vary from full orchestra and jazz ensemble to individual piano, saxophone, and flute performances. Check out the events calendar posted on the Texas State website for a list of all the shows this month.
I think of the Bremen Riot as post-punk. Wait, no.
And at the time, I had only ever seen Mike playing solo, and when you see Mike solo with an acoustic guitar, it's fantastic, but it's not what you would call like, a mind-bending stage performance. But then we played our first show, and in the first note, suddenly this totally different side of Mike that I'd never ever seen before was immediately, on display. And I knew at that moment that it was going to be awesome. and it really has turned out to be, just unbelievably fun. And I think the live show is just, when we're good, it's hard to beat.
People that I know see us and are blown away, but they don't know how or why. It takes them by the scruff of the neck and just tosses them around the room. And it's kind of does that to me when I play it, and I'm glad to be able to deliver that sort of punch.
Being a fan of Mike for a long time before this ever happened makes it extra fun. It's like being asked to play with one of your favorite bands, which is awesome, but I get to do it with my band. I'd be lost without them, so it's kind of it's unique in that way. It's something different from, Grand Champaign, which we know and love, but that's also still a huge part of it, so it's interesting.
After treatment like this, I can no longer in good conscience continue as a member of Smash Mouth. I submit to you my resignation, so that was the end of that. So I moved to Austin, met up with these guys. It's been okay.
Oh, easy, dude.
First off, nobody knows who we are. Nobody. So we have to kind of choose a careful way to put it out. There are many ways to do it. One way to do it is to put your record out on the internet just for free. But that option's a little goofy because it tends to further the idea that music is free and there's no value to it, and there's no work involved, equipment needed, and so forth. So that's not really that appealing of an option, especially since no one knows who we are. Another option is to have it put out by a label. We don't have a label, so that option won't work. So we're kind of thinking about doing a newer method. Recently, websites like Kickstarter.com particularly, it's pretty cool because what it does is essentially you take pre-orders from people you know, people who bought your stuff in the past, people who want to hear it. They pay up front for it, you give them a CD when it comes out, or vinyl in our case, and you kick in a little t-shirt if they kick in a little extra. That way they're part of the whole process, and everybody wins. Grand Champaign has been a band for about 15 years, and they have a certain thing that they do, and they do it really well. And Bremen Riot is them plus me, so it's a little odd, but it's great because playing with those guys, they've already played together for so long that it's easy and it rocks. And as the late great Joe Strummer said, the future is unwritten. But what I'd like to see happen with our band is I'd like to see us make a bunch of records, play a bunch of shows, maybe get out of town a little bit and just sort of be a part of the whole continuum of rock, in whatever way we can. The Bremen Riot refers to an incident in New York Harbor in 1935. Some New York communists boarded the SS Bremen, a ship from Germany, and started a riot on board and threw the swastika flag into the water. And they were all arrested and referred to as the Bremen Riot in the press.
This interview's over!
This is ridiculous. I told you not to ask that. No comment. This interview's over.
Man, this interview's over.
This is bullshit. I'm done.
I thought we had cleared that you weren't going to ask me that question, or any question even remotely pertaining to that. This interview's over. This interview is over.